very wise man once said, to travel is to live. And right now, I have to say, I've never felt more alive. This is me, Diana Hayden, taking you on an action-packed adventure through the spectacular British Columbia, Canada. I've already hit Vancouver, and now Victoria and Whistler of British Columbia, Canada, beckon. I'm now on my way to British Columbia's glorious capital, Victoria. And well, what can I say? I always travel in style. This is a place rich in culture, heritage, beauty. It's bustling with young, energetic people from all over the globe, and it's got loads of fun activities to offer. But before I get to them, I'm going to check out something Victoria is really famous for. I love the water, and when it comes to the ocean, I just can't get enough of it. Especially when I'm told that just a few miles off the coast of Victoria, you can spot the most beautiful whales. So where do you think I'm going? Whale watching. Look at that behind me. It's fantastic. How do you spot the whales?
All of our whale sightings are based on visual reports. So other whale watching boats, we all work together. We talk to fishermen. People who live on these islands will all call into a central source, and then we share that information.
But they're constantly moving around, right? So do they spend a lot of time in one area usually, or do you just search after that?
All of the whale species do move around, but they all have certain feeding areas that they frequent. So if we don't have a sighting, someone reporting to us where we can find whales, then we start by looking at their feeding areas.
So what are the different species of whales that we are likely to spot?
We also get gray whales, humpback whales, and minke whales would be the large cetacean species that we see.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you very much. That was awesome! The gushing waters, the wind in my hair, the drops of the ocean on my face. It kind of got chilly there for a bit, but whale watching is fun! And after having my fill of whale watching, I finally decide to explore Victoria, which according to some is Canada's fittest city. Why? Everyone just walks and walks and walks. As I walk around, soaking in the stunning architecture and the beautiful waterfront, I can't help but notice that the place feels almost European. And the spirit of the people, happy. And I'm loving every bit of it, especially this next part, my indulgence into Victoria's famous high tea culture at the beautiful Fairmount Empress. But before I get to that, a private pastry apprenticeship with the top-notch pastry chef, Doyen Christie. Hi, Doyen.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Welcome to the Empress Kitchen.
Thank you.
Today, we're going to make some action.
We are.
Yes, we're going to be making some scones.
We're going to make some sweet action.
So, we have some ingredients here. What do you think this is?
We call it maida in India, so I don't know what you call it here.
The magic dust. And you've got some sugar, some whole eggs, baking powder. Okay, so we have some unsalted butter here. Vanilla. I like spices.
Milk.
Mix it all up. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I do it.
Oh, see, that's how we need rotis. I like that style with which you throw it.
Awesome, good job.
There we go.
So now we're gonna do some rolling. Good job.
This is like rolling a roti.
How about a little flour?
Oh, wow, look at that. Yay!
Good job. You're gonna do a bit of egg washing.
Art. My brother's the painter in the family, but I don't think I can mix this one up.
All right, so we'll just walk over to the rotating oven.
I will follow you.
So we're baking now at approximately 375, and we'll take the scones out when we're ready. So now we'll just have to clean up.
3 minutes. I'm so glad I took that one. This is so heavy. No wonder you try to get me to take this one.
Okay, Diane, the oven is ready, or the scones are ready.
Smells delicious.
Always check.
Oh.
You look at the grain, and that's perfectly good grain, very evenly distributed. You can see a little bit of layering.
Awesome. I am super proud of myself.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dorian. Thank you
Welcome.
so much. It was an absolute pleasure interacting with you and learning how to make scones. Oh, I'm gonna have this for my afternoon tea. I've made the scones, and now I'm gonna have them in afternoon tea, and more than that too. But with me is Nathan Pierce. Hi, Nathan, pleasure to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Please, could you explain to me what is afternoon tea all about?
In about the 18th century, tea mania kind of swept across England, and the Duchess of Bedford at the time had a little bit of a sinking feeling in the late afternoon. So she got her chef to prepare some sweet and savory items, invited some friends over, and served tea with it, of course, as well. And afternoon tea, as we know it today, has been developed.
Wow. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Enjoy, everyone.
No, thank you. This is not afternoon tea. This is either lunch or dinner.
It is much more substantial than most people think, definitely. It is. Yes.
All right, let's start.
Enjoy.
The scones I made. Nathan, thank you so much. This is a meal in itself. God bless Victoria. After that sumptuous high tea session, it's time to head out and do what I do best. Shop till I drop. And apparently this is what Victoria is famous for as well. The choices around me are endless. Thankfully, to guide me in the shopping extravaganza, I have with me the local expert, Heather.
Hi, Heather. Hi, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Welcome to Victoria.
Thank you. It's such a beautiful city.
It is, thank you. Yeah, and here we are in Lojo. This is one of our historical neighborhoods in downtown Victoria. And let's do a little shopping today.
Excellent.
It is boutique shopping at its best.
Wow.
Lots of wonderful little shops, locally owned, locally made products. This neighborhood is known for its colorful heritage buildings, as you can see. It's sort of an icon of Victoria.
Very strong Indian influence in it. Can I see that, please?
Yes, you may.
Very pretty. Swarovski crystal, how does she incorporate that in this?
So this one, there's
Right,
Swarovski
right.
there, and through here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's pretty. That's a big piece.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It's a beautiful piece. Thank you for bringing me here. Victoria has been absolutely wonderful, and this city has found a place in my heart. It's tough to say goodbye, but I gotta get going because my final destination in British Columbia awaits. Whistler, here I come.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right.
It's all here for me. It's all here for me.
Clear blue skies, trees rushing by my side, the constantly changing landscape and those gorgeous valleys we cross. My journey to Whistler is just one visual treat after another. But nothing prepares you for the serene, scenic, jaw-dropping beauty of Whistler. I arrive at the spectacular Fairmount Chateau Hotel, only to find that I have been checked into their presidential suite. Luxury in its purest form, and it's all for me. Wow. Stunning. Well, I am going to have a very sweet night. So while I indulge, I shall see you tomorrow.
All through the year, no matter what the season, you can have the time of your life and create amazing memories here in Whistler. Skiing, hiking, biking. This is the place for all sorts of high-altitude fun, including what I'm about to do, which is zip lining. All right, let's go zip lining.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Peter. Welcome to the
Pleasure,
rainforest.
Diana.
Tim,
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
We're going to get you harnessed up if you're ready.
Awesome.
So are you excited about today?
Super excited.
It'll be a lot of fun. You've never been ziplining before?
I've never been ziplining in my life. Ziplining is an adrenaline-pumping activity which gives you the exhilarating experience of flying through the air as you glide along the steel zip lines suspended high above the breathtaking Whitewater River between Whistler and the Blackcomb Mountains. This one's not for the faint-hearted, and thankfully, I am not one of them.
Yeah.
Lead the way, Peter.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right.
Here I go, bye!
That was a racy, crazy, speedy, action-packed adventure I will never forget. And that clear sky above me, the gushing river below, and those rainforests around, I'll definitely be back for more.
Fun! Fun, fun, fun! You just have to do it!
My adventure doesn't end here. In fact, I have another high-altitude escapade lined up. It's called the Peak-to-Peak Gondola. And as the name suggests, it's a connecting ride between two seriously high mountain peaks, Whistler and Blackcomb. But before we go onto this alpine quest, let me introduce you to my friend in Whistler who's sworn to show me paradise. Hi, Carrie. How are you?
I'm very well. Nice to meet you.
You too. Are we good to go?
We are good to go. We're going to have an amazing time. Here's your ticket. Let's go.
The journey begins as we take off from base camp and make it to the peak of Whistler Mountain. The ride is tranquil and scenic, to say the least, as we glide higher and higher, seeing the green disappear and get replaced by soft, beautiful snow. The distance between the two peaks is roughly 4.4 kilometers, and once atop the Whistler Peak, we switch rides to move from peak to peak. Carrie tells me that this is the way all those experienced skiers now travel from one mountain to the other for the ultimate skiing experience. Wow, looks like we've reached, finally. Feels good to have my feet on firm ground again. Really, seeing the beauty of Whistler from up here is rather overwhelming. I can't help but think that places that are so beautiful like this are handmade and crafted by someone up there. My action-packed day comes to a rather tranquil and soul-stirring end. And tomorrow, I will head out to explore the buzzing Whistler village, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be just as mind-blowing.
It's all here for me. It's all here for me.
Whistler is this gorgeous Canadian resort town, and while all the sporting action happens way up there on the mountains, down here, in the heart of it all, is the Whistler village.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Diana.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you? Welcome to Whistler.
Thank you very much. I am now with Nancy, who's the mayor of Whistler, who's going to take me around and show me the Whistler village.
This is Whistler Olympic Plaza, and of course we have the ring showing that we were part of the 2010 Games.
Yes.
And during that time in February, every night there were award ceremonies here. The closing ceremonies for the Paralympic Games were here.
Oh, how sweet.
We have street entertainment going quite regularly.
Do you have time for me? Oh, good. Say hello to India. You're here. Thank you.
Hi.
Everyone's so cheerful and everyone's so friendly.
Well, we do pride ourselves here in Whistler on being so welcoming, celebrating diversity. You know, this is what we host the world.
Yes.
There are several squares interspersed throughout the village, and these are locations for activities and festivals and things. And you can see in this square, of course, there's all these outdoor patios.
Yes, with everybody absorbing the sun and the music.
Exactly.
And just having a good time.
The idea is just to liven up the village,
Yes.
you know, keep it exciting, keep it a sense of it being a happening place.
Yes.
Now we're moving towards Mountain Square. It's the site of all kinds of activities in the winter and the summer.
Right. It's bustling. You said there's a lot of sporting activity here. People are they're very fit, they're very healthy, and
That's
very
right.
young at heart. Everybody is.
That's right. And people are skiing well into their 70s, their early 80s. It's a very vibrant, very healthy community.
Nancy, thank you so much.
Oh,
thank
you're
you for the
welcome.
grand tour.
Looks like British Columbia has planned to give me one experience of a lifetime after another.
Imagine a beautiful bottle of champagne. It's perfectly chilled.
and you're waiting to take that first sip of that sparkling bubbly. But before that, you have to take a sharp sword-like weapon and whack the top of it with a sharp, swift swipe. That is called champagne sabering. Why do you do it? Just for the fun of it. And Bearfoot Bistro is where all the action is. And now I'm about to introduce you to a man who has set the Guinness World Record of sabering 21 champagne bottles in 1 minute. Name, André Saint-Jacques. Official title, Master of Ceremonies at the award-winning Bearfoot Bistro. Unofficial title, Champion of Champagne Sabering. And the man who's going to teach me to wield that saber. André.
Welcome to the Bearfoot Bistro.
Thank you, André.
It is with great pleasure that we'll teach you the art of champagne sabering.
The pleasure is all mine.
Champagne sabering is a tradition that started with the officers of Napoleon. And how that came about is that Napoleon and Jean Mouette from the Moët Chandon and Dom Perignon house, they went to school together at a young age and became best friends.
Right.
And during the course of his life, Napoleon began the army, would always go see his good friend Jean Champagne-Epernay on the weekends, and Jean have these great dinners and great parties. Eventually, Jean took over the family business, and a few years later, Napoleon became the emperor. And at his crowning in Paris, he told his good friend Jean, he said, my friend, you have to come visit me more often now in Paris. You're going to gently caress the bottle like this without lifting the blade off the bottle. And you're going to follow through and hit the lip. And not upwards, but actually downwards. Napoleon continues his tradition to go see his good friend with all his generals and officers the eve before he heads off to battle. And Jean throws the parties of all parties. And it's at this party in the wee hours of the morning that the officers start taking their sabers and start breaking the necks off the bottles of champagne. And if the bottle broke clean, it meant good karma. Go to war, fight, become victorious and alive.
Right.
And then you just follow through and hit a little harder than what you just did now.
Are you serious?
And just a little harder, that's it. Congratulations.
That is amazing.
This is something for you to keep, and it's a good luck charm.
Oh, I am so going to keep that.
The cork represents you, and the glass is the luck that surrounds you. And this is for you to keep.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Now, we have a great toast here at the Bearfoot Bistro. Among good friends, among new friends, drinking good champagne, the toast is, it's good to be us.
It's good to be us. My journey has finally come to an end, and it's been loaded with all sorts of experiences. From high-action adventures to serene retrospection, from culinary extravaganzas to insane shopping sprees. But above all, it's the spirit of British Columbia that gets to you and remains with you. The last few days truly have been epic. Vancouver, Victoria, and Whistler, the three jewels of beautiful British Columbia, Canada, have made this a travelogue I shall always cherish.